Welcome everyone. Today I'm here at Apex, a beautiful town in North Carolina. I'm super excited to be here today as I'm meeting the mayor of Apex, Jack Gilbert. He is a native here at Apex, North Carolina. He has retired from the Apex Police Department back in April of 2019 as captain after serving for 29 years. He's also a graduate from the FBI's National Academy 228th class. He's also authored 3 books. He's a certified personal trainer and the founder of Divine 919. Plus, on top of that, back in 2015, President Obama honored him as Champion of Change for his youth-focused work. He also has received a Community Service Award from the city. I'm extremely privileged to sit down with Mayor Gilbert of Apex. So why don't we give a warm welcome to Mayor Gilbert.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome Mayor Gilbert. Once again, it's an honor to be here today.
Well, it's an honor having you here in the Peak of Good Living. Thank you for visiting my office, and I'm excited to spend time with you today.
Yeah, and thank you for inviting me here.
Of course.
Let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
So, as you know, everyone's story, it begins somewhere. And for me here, I'm right now in high school, juggling my GPA with my passion for startups and having a ton of speaking gigs. I can say it's a fun ride, but it's always full of challenges too. So, could you take us back to some of your teenage years? Like, what were some of the hurdles you faced that formed you into the leader you are today?
Okay. First of all, I want to commend you, Tanish, for being where you are at this age. So I go back to your age now. How old are you now?
17.
You're 17. So going back to when I was 17 years old, I certainly wasn't doing anything like this, having my own show broadcast and interviewing mayors. I would never have thought of that. You know, of course, writing a book at 17, extraordinary, man. Good job on that.
Thank you.
But at 17, I was in a whole different place. I didn't see myself sitting here as a mayor talking to this great man. I saw myself as like, I have nothing to contribute to anything. I was a really shy guy. And one of the things I just didn't feel like I valued much to the community. And the reason being is that no one had really sat me down and say, hey, you can accomplish these things. It was more about, well, this is just where you are in life. So for me at 17, it was really trying to have more confidence in myself to be able to do more. And it was a challenge. It was a struggle.
Yeah.
And I really struggled with how they looked at me, what they thought of me. And it kept me kind of handcuffed, if you will. And so certainly wasn't the same as where you are today. So I commend you.
Thank you. It almost sounds like you were piecing together parts of a puzzle for yourself. But as we all know, we all go through life and it can obviously bring some unexpected twists and turns, ups and downs and stuff. So I got a question, and if you can answer it, so what are some of the important moments of hard work that have shaped your journey here?
I believe every experience and every assignment actually is setting you up for the next thing. And going back to what I just presented about me being 17, I had to go through that to recognize this is not where I want to be. Like, I want to do more. I had that passion after reaching about 18, like I got to do more. And it came to me when I was reading water meters. I had graduated from Apex High School and I was walking around the town of Cary, and I just was like, man, this is not what I want to do with the rest of my life. Nothing against water meter readers, because we need everyone to contribute to society, but wasn't for me. It just was frustrating. So I had this young man, a friend. He said, why not consider becoming a police officer? And my immediate response was like, no, that's not anything that we do in our community. But the things he was accomplishing, like helping people and bringing people together, it kept, continue to resonate with me. So I thought I would give it a shot. And when I put my toe in the water, I was like, let me try another foot. And it just felt good. It felt right. And with all the challenges that came with it, people were, from my own community, like, we don't want you doing this. And I had to come to terms. It's not what you want. It's what I want in my life. And opinions at this point don't matter to me anymore. I have to do what's best for me and my pursuit of goals and the things I want to do in life. So I had to reach that point. Okay. So during that 29 years, I went through a lot of challenges with that, saw a lot of things. And I truly believe, looking back, all the things that I experienced as a police officer, it actually set me up for the office of mayor.
Oh, I see.
Just meeting different people, responding to calls. It didn't matter what people looked like, their party affiliation. I just went and served the people. And I think I brought that into the office of mayor, and here we are.
Oh, nice. So one thing I've always wanted to do is support the small businesses in my local community back in California. And also, I kind of did it in a very small way by building up some of their digital presence during the COVID-19 pandemic. And one thing I know is that the heartbeat of any town or city it lies in its businesses. So could you share some of your stories of how your leadership supported the community and some of the local entrepreneurs through some of their difficult times?
Sure. Well, one of the things I will always say is that I would never try to tell a business owner how to run their business because I don't run their business. It's their dream, it's their goals. But I'm here as a resource and I'm here as a conduit to those resources. And that's my role as a mayor. I believe small businesses really, truly are the backbone of our community. Like without the small business, we don't survive. And as you probably experienced when you came here last year with the TEDx experience, you were able to get out into downtown, which is our crown jewel. It's really truly a remarkable place. None like it in the United States. I'm happy to say that. It is a truly amazing historic downtown. But for us, I just think about that location. If that goes away, we lose Apex because it's our identity. So many people come to Apex and they grab something from the Mission Market or walk past 621 and see just like all these historic buildings. And they like, this is truly amazing. And then they say, I want to buy a house. So that brings more people in, all right? More people shop. That contributes to our tax base and also sales tax, and that keeps our community rolling. So we can take care of some of the other challenges like transportation, environmental, all that goes into the pot of money to be able to address some of these challenges that we have. So without the businesses, all of the burden would be on the residents, okay, with taxes, and we don't want that. We need a better balance. And so the more businesses we have, we can spread the love and also the responsibility. And I just want to say, business is very important for any community. We got to do our best to make sure that happens. So you spoke about the COVID situation, and I remember I had just got sworn in. 45 days later, COVID arrived. And I looked around this office and there was no playbook on how to handle COVID. So we all had to figure it out. But it was not only the mayor and council and the staff, business owners and residents had to all come together and figure it out. So we had to really improvise. One of the things I was really excited about in our downtown area, I keep talking about downtown, we had to like improvise with restaurants, and we had this park the dining program to where we allowed or had restaurants to create spots outside of their areas to be able to eat on the outside downtown, like on the street, which was really cool to see. And what that did is it gave us a glimpse of our downtown plan. It's like, this is how the downtown plan will continue to evolve, and people are actually out here enjoying the downtown and having a meal together. So coming up with like innovative ways to support business is going to be very important too. And I will add one more thing. It takes young people to be in the conversations, because at some point I'm going to be gone from this office and I can't figure it out on my own. So it takes all of us, and the youth are really our next generation and figuring it out in years to come. So they have to be at a table.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, we always have to support the next generation to be better than the previous ones. And
that's right.
And like also about the small businesses, you also have curbside pickups also.
Yeah, we did curbside pickup. And of course that opened up the door for that becoming part of the business model for many businesses today, right?
Yeah.
So turning a challenge into an opportunity is how we should look at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good point.
Yeah, definitely. Like sometimes it seems like a problem or something, but if you looked at it just a little bit differently, it can obviously like change the whole thing.
That's so true.
So speaking of small businesses, I've been following you all over social media, especially on LinkedIn, and I know that one of your favorite cookies comes from crumbled cookies. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Oh, well, if I were to say it, that happens to also be my favorite.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cookie though?
It's like, I believe one of the chocolate ones.
Chocolate ones? Mine is chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Got chocolate chip.
Mine is like with like a icing on top of it or something.
That sounds like what my wife enjoys.
Uh-huh.
She loves that. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then like how I had mentioned that in my community, I supported some businesses. One of them was like my favorite cupcake business, with some of their online presence, like their social media accounts. However, one thing I know that when you're starting young, especially like as a teenager, it comes with a ton of unique challenges. So what's some advice you can give to teens that are chasing their dreams and also like learning from their failures, like in general?
Yes, good question. I wear these gold shoes around often for special events. You saw that.
The golden shoes?
You saw the golden shoes.
Yeah.
And the reason I wear those golden shoes is because gold symbolizes three things for me.
Yeah.
It's symbolic to perseverance, triumph, and success. Weaving those things together, that's how you continue to move forward. Perseverance, consistency, just staying with it and continuing on and on and on, waking up, doing it, going to sleep, get back up, do it over. That has truly been why I've been able to continue to move forward and be in this office. Like, we've got 29 years. Like, I stayed with something for 29 years, and it set me up for the next thing. I think people give up because they don't get the immediate response, but that's to come. It's like putting a seed in the ground, and you look at the package and it shows this like tall plant that's going to come up and bear fruit.
Yeah.
But after days, after planting the seed, you don't see it come up at all, but you know it's in the ground. And I think that's how you have to look at your vision, your plan. Let it take root. Like, don't try to dig it back up to see if it's working. Just let it be there and it's going to be fine. Just stick with the plan and the process, and it works.
Okay. Wow, that's actually feels like a gem of advice
Yes.
to help teenagers get on their path and handle the failure.
And I would say one more thing today.
Yeah.
Is don't worry about the opinions of others.
Yeah.
I can't say that enough, because social media will crush you if you worry about that.
Yeah, true.
Because the comments will come. People will envy you and what you're doing because they're not doing it. And you have to just block that out, keep moving.
Yeah.
And don't respond to the comments. It's not important.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone's words just get the better of you.
That's right.
Yeah, like, man, those tips for teenagers, like I was saying, it felt like gems of wisdom and all. So it feels like you're being a dream leader. I absolutely love that advice. Now, I want to ask my personal favorite question. Like I said, first of all, your presence oozes out some charisma. So could you unveil some like the top 3 secrets to cultivating that magnetic aura that like keeps everyone captivated by some of your visions or your ideas?
Yeah, I would like to say I had like the 100% of people captivated, but I know that's not true. But I do understand that I've been placed here to influence a group of people, and I'm fine with that, and I stick with that. I know who I'm here to impact. But even if you can't identify those individuals, you just go be yourself.
Yeah.
And the people will come. I think what often happens, I spoke to a group of young people yesterday, and I asked them, like, what is the number one crime in America that's being committed on? Just great people that are good. They're doing great things, and they couldn't figure it out. It's identity theft, identity fraud. But I want to show that and how it will impact people and steal dreams. And that's putting on an identity of someone else, right? Because you see something on social media, you see what someone else is doing. You're like, oh, I want to do that. And you start using who they are, and you try to like mesh that with your dream. It doesn't work. Yeah. Trust me, I did it when I was younger. Yeah. So for me, it's about just sticking with who you are and don't change that. And then people will come to you. And it's never about you. It's all about making other people be better and helping them in what they have going on in their life. And that's what I do.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite inspirational. Like, you said, be yourself, like, be as original as possible. Yeah, like, it's so true, and especially in today's days where you don't always come across someone who's always acting that original. So it's
and it's a challenge. I mean, let's face it. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be liked, but I've not found a man that can figure that out. 100% of people liking them, so I'm not going to try it. Yeah.
And one thing I've heard is that no matter what you do, there are always going to be people who like you and people who do not like you. So
that's so true.
You kind of have to accept that and just kind of just keep doing your thing.
And then you just find ways to bring people together. That's what I do. And here's one way you can do it.
What?
I figured it out. I found out how I could unite Apex.
Oh.
I made an announcement that Cookout was coming to Apex. And man, it brought people together. Everybody agreed, like, yes, he's a great mayor.
Who's coming?
Cookout.
Cookout?
It's like a burger joint.
Oh.
It sells milkshake and trays.
Oh.
Did you ever eat there yet?
I believe I might have had there once or something like that.
You're missing out if you haven't been there. You got to go more.
Yeah. I'm a vegetarian, so like.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, but I think I still might have had something vegetarian there. Or like might have had a milkshake from there, but I believe it would have been like very long back. I quite remember the last time I had it.
Yeah.
Probably was before COVID.
Yeah, could have been. The milkshakes are really what I go for. The trays I really don't bother with.
Yeah.
So
speaking of which, like, what's your favorite one?
Oh, cookies and cream all day.
No way, that's my favorite.
It's really my man. Good job. See, we're so much alike already.
Yeah, we have so much in common. As we wrap up on this conversation, what are some final words of empowerment would you share with those aspiring entrepreneurs and some of the community architects who are willing and eager to make a difference?
Yeah, I would say follow your dreams. I know that's words you hear often.
Yeah.
But pursue it, go for it. And it's your dream. It doesn't belong to anyone else. Just do it. And people will support you and understand that your dream is needed for a community.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's been planted in you, because the world needs it.
Yeah.
Just pursue it.
Yeah, speaking of like being like your dream and stuff, I remember like I'm launching a course about like entrepreneurship, and and I said that your dreams are just yours, and not your parents, not your siblings, not your friends, not even mine, just yours.
I love that.
Yeah, it's
Well
like
done.
like
Yes.
it's just like I'd say like just yeah, how you're saying like follow your dreams, like see what sticks with you.
And I will say this too is, and I'll end with regret in not following your dream. You don't want to be way down the road and you regret not trying it and sticking with it.
Yeah. And before we actually wrap up, I
Sure.
got something quite fun that
Okay, let's do it.
yeah, so here comes the exciting part. I like to call it dope quickies round, or otherwise it's known as the where you answer fast the
Oh
questions.
goodness.
Like,
Okay.
and you have like, and you only got like 59 seconds to answer the questions like rapidly fast.
Uh-oh.
So are you ready to jump in and have some fun here?
I don't have a choice. I'm with you, Tanish. So here we go.
Okay then. So what time did you wake up this morning?
6:30.
Okay. Well, what is your favorite meal?
Hamburgers.
Oh my god, that's also one of my favorite meals. Although I'm vegetarian burgers, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what was the first thought that came to your mind this morning?
Tanish.
What is like your go-to comfort food?
Hamburger.
What is your favorite drink that's non-alcoholic?
Water.
Oh, nice. What keeps you up at night?
A dog trying to take over my bed.
Well, you got pets?
Two
Uh,
dogs.
oh, nice. What's your most treasured gift you've ever gotten?
A gift from Tanish.
Ah, thank you. And what is your favorite book?
Tanish's book.
And what is your dream vacation spot?
Dream vacation spot.
Mm.
I want to go to Peru.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
And happiness is...
Happiness is showing love to other people because it always comes back.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And well, that wraps up our dope quickies
All right.
round.
And I did it in 59 seconds.
Probably
I think it
less.
was like 29 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of you. You were the guy setting up the questions. That works.
Yeah. Anyways, and once again, I'd like to say it was an honor being here and an honor meeting you once again after our TED Talk days.
Yes,
And once again, thank you for writing that forward to my book.
of course.
And I hope to see you once again soon.
I look forward to seeing all that you will continue to accomplish. And
Yeah.
just remember me.
I
I
will
supported you, okay?
remember
Okay.
you for sure.
Okay, let's do
Thank
it.
you for the support
Thank you,
once
sir.
again.
Thank you. All right. Good.